Hey everybody, we're Paul and Shannon. It's gonna have some good bloopers.
And here we go. Okay, try it again.
Hey everybody, we're Paul and Shannon Elmore, and today we're going to talk to you about the relationship roadmap.
Yep, the relationship roadmap makes it really easy for you to point your finger and say, this is where we're at in our relationship, and this is exactly where we want to be, and here's the steps we need to take to get there. You're probably watching this video series because at some point it has felt like your spouse just doesn't care about you. It's that hurting phase that everyone gets into at some point in the relationship. Once you recognize you're in the hurting phase, you quickly move on to the searching phase. That's where you say, how do I fix my marriage? Or you sometimes more specifically, how do I fix my spouse? It's easy to look at them and say, they're the cause of me being really, really unhappy. And if I can just change her, then I'm going to be happy again, right?
Yeah.
More often, if you can change me, then you'll be happy again.
Right, that's very true. We have a tendency to do that, to look how can we get the other person to change. Oftentimes when we're in the searching phase, we look for books, we go to the internet and look for resources there, we talk to friends, we shove all this information at our spouse trying to get them to change. And a lot of times nothing happens, which leads us to feel very discouraged. And that's when we start to say, I have tried everything and nothing's changing. And whoa, what am I going to do?
Yeah. When you spend too much time in the discouraged phase and you still don't keep finding those answers, then you move on to the defeated stage. That's where your brain starts to say, my marriage is never going to get better. And you start to lose a lot of hope. And quickly you can move into what I call as the trapped phase. That's where, again, your brain says, I'm looking for a way out of my bad marriage. A lot of my clients have actually called this the red road. They go from that searching phase down this red road to feeling trapped and really, really unhappy in their relationship. Some folks who are searching actually come across what we call the 3 C's. Once you find those 3 C's, you'll find that relief. It's a part of your brain that says, oh, I finally found something that actually works.
Right.
And then from there, you go to the stage of hope. My spouse truly understands and cares about me. From there, you move to the stage that says, I finally have a marriage I've always wanted, what we call a secure marriage. That is the goal that we want every person to be able to get to. And the key is finding these 3 C's. Here's the 3 C's that we hear at every workshop. Everyone always says we want to have better communication, we want to have better connection, and we want to have better conflict resolution. Now here's the thing. That's actually the wrong order. You always want to start with connection, then communication, and then conflict resolution. You will not have good conflict resolution if you don't know how to communicate well, and you don't actually know how to communicate well or resolve conflict if you don't know how to get connected again. So that order is actually really, really important. Now, what I've learned is under each one of those categories, there's one thing that you do that sabotages it. So it'll sabotage your connection or sabotage your communication or sabotage your conflict resolution. And you got to learn how to knock that off, how to stop doing that one thing, and then 2 things under each one of those categories that you just have to get good at. You have to master. That's it. 3 things under 3 categories, 9 tools that if you can master, I have yet to find any problem for any couple anywhere that doesn't work to solve that issue. That's how powerful these tools are, and yet they're super simple and super easy to use on a daily basis. What we want you to do is take just a minute and study the relationship roadmap and determine where you are at on the roadmap. Be honest with yourself here. Take an honest evaluation of your relationship and say, this is where we're at, and what steps are we going to need to take to get to where we want to be. To make things easier, we've broken each one of these tools into its own video. So over the next 9 videos, we're going to go through each one and help you learn how to use them on a daily basis so that your relationship gets better and better and you get off of that red road towards being in a trapped marriage and on that green road towards a secure marriage. We can't wait to walk you through each one of these tools and help you have a more secure marriage. We'll see you in the next video.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye. They try all sorts of things. They try throwing at their spouse to do this or telling them what they should do.
They try what at their spouse? Throwing up at their spouse? Is that what you said?
No. Come on, I was on a roll there.
I heard throwing up at your spouse.
Throwing... no, that's not... Throwing information is what I was actually meaning.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Do I have to try that again?
Try again.
In the next 9 videos, we're going to be going over the tools for each of the 3 C's. What do you want me to say? So it might sound clunkled.
Okay. Sound like what?
Clunkled.
Clunkled, everybody.
Clunkled.
Clunkled. That's a Shannonism. What are you doing?
You do this right across my face.
Little bunnies. The roadmap was built. I don't know why I built it. One more time.
Nothing like a manly sneeze to start the day.
Manly sneeze.